Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you my thoughts on the British royal family, and today I'm talking about Sarah Ferguson. So, let's talk about Sarah, Prince Andrew's ex-wife, the Duchess of York. She's been making headlines again, and not in a good way. A leaked 2011 email to Jeffrey Epstein has thrown her into a storm. In it, she calls him and I quote, steadfast, generous and supreme friend, end quote. That's quite hard to stomach right now, knowing what Epstein was, a convicted sex offender. She says she only wrote it because she was scared. He threatened to sue her for naming him in a scandal, and she was worried about her career as a children's author and her work with charities. But many are not buying it. They think that it shows she lacks backbone, just caved under pressure. Her spokesman claims that she followed legal advice to send that email, but critics are calling it a weak excuse. The fallout has been rough. 7 charities she's tied to, like Teenage Cancer Trust and Julia's House Children's Hospice, dropped her as patron. That's a big blow for someone who's built her public image around children's books and helping children. People are now questioning if she's even suitable for that work. Her books, like the Little Red series, are getting slammed online. Parents are not happy, trust is gone, and reviews are brutal. They're calling her hypocritical, saying how can she write for children and support child-focused causes when she was praising Epstein. Her whole persona hasn't done her any favours either. Sarah always came off as the lively, fun royal, especially in the 80s when she was friends with Princess Diana. Her red hair, the big personality, she seemed like a breath of fresh air compared to the stuffy royal norm. But she's made some seriously unwise choices over the years, and they've caught up with her. Take her marriage to Andrew. They divorced in 1996 after both cheated. He was linked to at least 12 women early on, according to biographer Andrew Lowney's book. And Sarah herself, well, that toe-sucking scandal in 1990 didn't help. And then there's her money troubles, always spending big on jets, jewels, failed businesses like Hartmore. She admitted on TV that she's her own worst enemy, and she is right about that. But this Epstein thing is on another level. It's not just about borrowing £19,000 to clear debts, like some reports say, but many suggest it was way more, like 2 or 3 million. And was it even a loan? Some say it was more like gifts or favours, and she never paid him back. So it seems as though she got tangled up deeper than she lets on. Why was she still emailing him after his conviction, promising loyalty? Fear, she says, but it feels like something else, maybe a real bond, or at least a dependency. She's even defended Andrew's friendship with Epstein publicly, brushing it off. And speaking of Andrew, she still lives with him at Royal Lodge, as we know. She loves the grand lifestyle, the house, but they're not looking secure now. Prince William is said to want them gone when he becomes king. People call Andrew a toxic uncle, and Sarah is not helping his case. Photos from Balmoral show them all cosy, but it's a front. Lowney's book mentions their home life rows that got pretty intense, almost violent. She's no saint in this. Her charity work? Well, most are saying it's totally done for. Groups like Prevent Breast Cancer cut ties as well. As an author, her sales are tanking. Amazon reviews are vicious. Some outright call for her to be cancelled. Even fans who actually liked her previously are struggling now. They say it's hard to defend her after that Epstein email. On X, the criticism is brutal. People are posting things like, "She's blown it this time," or "No coming back from this." Some are calling her spineless, saying she never had the strength to stand up to predators. Her past mistakes, divorce drama, the cash scandals were messy but forgivable. This, though, it's different. She's admitted in interviews that she does not learn from mistakes, saying, "I just keep digging." What a thing to actually admit. And now, with Epstein's shadow over her, it feels like the end. Her ties to him are not just a one-off. Emails show they stayed in touch, and Epstein's replies were warm, like old friends. Virginia Giuffre's lawsuits tie Andrew in, and Sarah's role is not innocent. Did she know the risks? Probably. Did she ignore them for money? It definitely looks like it. She was an anti-abuse advocate while taking Epstein's cash. That's the hypocrisy that people cannot stomach. Even Diana fans, who once loved her vibe, are turning. Her personality was her charm, loud, warm, unpolished, but now it's seen as manipulative. Lowney's book paints her as calculating, not just clueless. In the 80s, she was Diana's friend, a royal who broke molds. Now she's a pariah. The Epstein mess has erased any goodwill. Charities are gone, books are shunned, and her spot next to Andrew is shaky. When William takes the throne, they're likely out. Balmoral won't be their playground anymore. Sarah's admitted she's her own worst enemy, but this time it might have been her final blow. She said it herself in interviews, "I don't do anything wisely." And that's probably the most honest thing she's ever uttered, because wise people do not beg friendship from a man who trafficked children. Wise people don't let their ex-husband bring Epstein home for tea. Wise people don't write, "I promise to keep you forever in my heart," to someone who'd been jailed for soliciting prostitution from a 14-year-old. And yet there she was, in 2011, long after Epstein's conviction, typing those very words on notepaper, headed "The Duchess of York." So that's pretty much it. She said what she said, and the world has heard enough. So, let me have your thoughts on all of this. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Like if you liked it. Ding the bell for alerts for more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.